Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshireman66. I am Mark, your host, your whatever, and I'm here to entertain you, as you all know. Right, so this is the series about, this is me doing my series, which is Do You Believe in the Unbelievable? And today's subject is this week's subject of Do You Believe in the Unbelievable? Paranoia. What is paranoia? A lot of people have been asking me that. What is paranoia? Well, simple terms is it's a feeling that people think that the people are trying to get them. But I will read it. So I have done a lot of research on this because I suffer from it. I get paranoid myself. Paranoia is a irritational and present feeling that people are out to get you. Three main types of paranoia include paranoid personality disorder, delusional, former paranoid and disorder, and paranoid disorder, and a paranoid. I can't pronounce that. It's paranoid. Can't pronounce that, but yeah, there's three types of paranoia basically. What did I get to paranoia? Types of paranoia include paranoid personality disorder, delusional is a form of paranoid, or delusional paranoid. I'm paranoid personality disorder. I've got a paranoid personality disorder. I've got it full, because I do get like that, yeah. And people don't like it. Well, obviously people won't like it, but it's what's in my life after the car crash, if you know what I mean. I have PTSD, my anxiety, and I have got paranoia. So I thought I'd do a subject on it today, because people say, well, it's a joke, innit? No, it's not a joke. It really isn't. Paranoia is an instinct or thought process which is believed to be heavily influenced by anxiety or fear, often to the point of delusion and irritatingly paranoid thinking typically includes persecutory beliefs or beliefs of conspiracies concerning and perceived threats towards oneself. Well, I do believe everyone's out to get me, but I know that they're not. Conspiracy pre-threats on the self, i.e. the American colloquial phrase "everyone is out to get me." Paranoia is distinct from phobias, which is also involved irritational fear, but usually no blame. Making false accusations and the general distrust of people also frequently accompany paranoia. For example, a paranoid person might believe an incident was intentional when most people would view it as an accident or coincidence. Paranoia is a central system of psychosis. Signs and symptoms. Common symptom of paranoia is the attribution bias. These individuals typically have a biased perception of reality after accepting more hostile beliefs. A paranoid person may view someone else accidentally behaviour as though it was intent or threatening. An investigation of non-clinical paranoid population found that feeling powerless and depressed, isolating oneself, and requisitioning activities and characteristics that could be associated with those exhibiting more frequent paranoia. Some scientists have created a different subtypes for various symptoms of paranoia, including erotic and exile, due to the symptoms of the troublesome personality traits of paranoia, it is unlikely that someone with paranoia will thrive in the interpersonal relationship. Most commonly, paranoid individuals tend to be one of a single status. Well, I can't get a girlfriend. I know I can't, because when they find out what I'm like, find out that I'm slightly like I am, my paranoia is brought on by my anxiety and things like that. When they find out, so I can't get a girlfriend. No, I can't find no woman to live with me. According to some research, there is a hierarchy for paranoia, that the least common types of paranoia at the very top of the hierarchy would be those involving more serious threats. Social anxiety is at the bottom of this hierarchy as the most frequently exhibited level of paranoia. Now, I also got asked what can cause it. Well, I'm going to go through this because I know what caused mine. It was a car crash. So, social circumstances appear to be highly influential on paranoid beliefs, based on data collected by the means of mental health surveys distributed to residents of in Mexico, El Paso, Texas, in the United States. Paranoid beliefs seem to be associated with feelings of powerless and victimization, enhanced by social situations, and potential cause of these effects include sense of believing in external control, mistrust, which can be strengthened by lower societal status. Those living in a lower status by feel less in control of their own lives. In addition, this is a study explains that females have the tendency to believe in external control at a higher rate than males, potentially making females more susceptible to mistrust and the effects of psychosomatic status on paranoia. Emmanuel Misra reports that surveys have revealed that those exhibiting paranoia can evolve from parental relationships and untrustworthy environments. These environments could include being very disciplinary, stringent, and unstable. It was even noted that indulging and pampering therapy, impressing the child that they are something special and warrants special privilege, can be contributing backgrounds of experience likely to enhance and manifest the symptoms of paranoia, including increased rates of disappointment, stress, and hopelessness state of mind. Discrimination has also been reported as potential predictor of paranoid delusions. Such reports that paranoia seemed to appear more in older patients who had experienced higher levels of discrimination throughout their lives. In addition to this, it has been noted that immigrants are quite susceptible to forms of psychosis. This could be due to the aforementioned effects of discriminatory evidence of humiliation. So if you've been humiliated, that's how it can start. It can start like that. Psychological, many more mood-based symptoms gradually, and guilt may underlie financial paranoia. Colby, 1981, defined paranoid cognition in terms of prosecutory and delusion and false beliefs whose potential content clusters around ideas of being harassed, threatened, harmed, subjected to persecuted, accused, mistreated, wronged, tormented, disparaged, vilified, and so on, by more others, either specific individuals or groups. 3. Components of paranoid cognition have been identified by Robbins and Post's suspicions without enough basis that others are exploiting and harming or deceiving them with unjustified doubts about, I'm not laughing, I'm nervous, about the loyalty and trustworthiness of friends and in associations, reluctance to confide in others, of unwarranted fear the information will be used against them. Well, I'm not that bad now. I used to be. I'm not that now. I'm not that bad. See, so you see, my paranoia is not, it's only mild. It's paranoid PP. Paranoid cognition has been conceptualized by clinical psychology almost exclusively in terms of psychometric constructs and disinterpretation variables. From this point of view, paranoid cognition is manifestation of an interpsychic conflict or disturbance. For instance, Colby 1981 suggested that the bias of blaming others for one's problems served to alleviate the distress produced by a feeling of being humiliated, and helps to update the belief that the self is to blame for such incompetence. This is intra-psychic perspective emphasizes that the cause of paranoid connections are inside the head of people. Social perceiver dismisses the fact that the paranoid cognition may be related with the social contents in which such cognitions are embedded. This point is extremely relevant because when origins of distrust and suspicion, two components of paranoid cognition, are studied, many researchers have accentuated this importance of social interaction, particularly when social interaction has gone awry. Even more, model of trust and development pointed out the trust increase or decreases as function of the cumulative history interaction between two or more persons. Another relevant difference can be discerned among pathological and non-pathological forms of trust and distrust. According to the main difference is that non-pathological forms are flexible and responsive to changing circumstances. Pathological forms reflect exaggerated perception bias of judgmental prediction that can arise and perpetuate them are reflexology caused errors similar to self-fulfilling prophecy. It has suggested that the hierarchy of paranoia exists, extending from mind social concerns through ideas of social reference to prosecutory beliefs concerning mild, moderate and severe threats. And there you go. And paranoia may be caused from a decline in brain circulation as a result of high blood pressure, hardening of the arterial walls, drug-induced paranoia associated with cannabis and amphetamines and methamphetamine and similar stimulants, as much as common with. So drugs can cause it as well. Based on data obtained by the Dutch Nemesis project in 2000, there was an association between inspired hearing and the onset symptoms of psychosis, which was based on 5 years follow-up. Some older studies have actually declared that state of paranoia can be produced in patients that were under hypnotic state. All right. The idea, however, generated much skepticism during its time. Well, it can be dangerous. Yeah, I mean, what you got to remember, you know, cases of paranoia. I mean relationships to violence is absolutely weird. It's generally been agreed upon that the individuals with paranoid delusions will have the tendency to take action based on their beliefs. More research is needed on the particular types of actions that are pursued based on paranoid delusions. Some researchers have made attempts to distinguish the different variations of actions brought on as a result of delusions. Weasley did just this by studying individuals with delusions, of which more than half had reportedly taken action or behaved as the result of these delusions. However, the overall actions were not of a violent nature in most of the informants. One by Tyler. Well, I'm not violent when I get paranoid. I just take I just take action and start blaming people that you can't do. I do trust my mates, so don't worry about that. But there you go. So that's a bit into paranoia. I mean, but people don't really understand it. It can be violent, and people can be violent on it. I've known people to be violent on it, but it is a state of mind. It really is. There is a charity, if you would like. But paranoia, yeah, it's real. It's out there. People have got it. It's not a joke. They are struggling, and I do struggle. And lockdown don't help as well, and being isolated doesn't help. So if you are isolated, you need to get out there more, and that. But the charity Mind, they do. If you go to them, they can help as well, and things like that. And so can the Samaritans with 116 123. If you go to them, if you get like that. But that is my series. That is what is paranoia, and I've only read a little bit of it. I don't want to be here for hours and hours and hours, but I have got into the main parts of it. So it is a state of mind. It is all that. The exercise was what I was given when because mine comes from my PTSD and anxiety as well, because it's come recently from a car crash. So what my exercises are, I'm not on drugs for it. There is drugs out there for it, but I'm not. They don't deem me that seriously. I'm not dangerous. I'm not a violent guy on it. I don't like that. But what I'm saying is my exercises are for me, and what I have to do is look around me all the time and just and remind myself I'm safe. No one's out to get me. You know what I mean? And I've got to do that continuously every day for the rest of my life. So yeah, no one's out to get me, even though it feels that way. But no, it's just my paranoid. It's just me being slightly paranoid, and which I am slightly paranoid. I have got a paranoid how can I personality, but it's been brought on by an accident, car accident. And the more I tell myself that I'm safe, and I am safe, and nothing happens, that feeling goes away. You know what I mean? Unless I think I'm being threatened, then my anxiety kicks in. If I'm getting too crowded in town, then my anxiety kicks in, and things like that. You know what I mean? So, it's no joke. I've had people laugh at me because of actions what I do, and they think it's unreal. Kevin's seen it for himself, because he were looking front door, and I thought, well, you can't lock me in, because I couldn't find my key. I didn't have my key, but Kevin says, oh, your key's in the room, so I've got my key. I thought, all right. And he says, don't worry, Mike, I'm not locking you in, I won't do that. You know what I mean? But that's my paranoia. That's how it kicked off. But now I'm much better. And you know, yes, I like to have a girlfriend, but I need a girlfriend who is understanding, who can understand what I'm going through. But I haven't found that yet. I don't think there's a woman out there for me who would understand it. Yeah, not properly in any case. So that's why I'm single still. It's as simple as that. I don't want to be single. I do want to find someone who who would understand and think, yeah, okay, mate, I do understand. You know, I can build a relationship. I know I can, but I haven't been given that chance at late. So I've been given the chance in the past, but I've blown it because of the way I am, and it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I've had emotional problems all my childhood life and things like that. Through me and my mum being beaten by my father. So, I've had problems like that. So, that's it. Do you believe in the unbelievable? In paranoia? Well, it is a real symptom. It is out there, really is out there. There is loads of people like that. And I do sympathise with these people because I've got a taste of it. And to be honest, I don't like it. And this is what I've always said to people. Being locked down like we are and not able to engage with others will make us paranoid, will make us feel like people are out to get us and things like that. They may not be, but in some cases it can be true. And this is what we've got to remember. You know, paranoia mind believes that there's people out there to get them, in if it's a serious threat or not. You know, you just got to think of that. And people being locked down, there's going to be a lot of mistrust as well. You know what I mean? If Boris don't let us out and free very soon, there's going to be people walking around mistrusting each other. It's already happening down in London, where London, I think in Birmingham and Nottingham, where kids are killing kids. Come on, it's all wrong. And Boris is not really doing it. And Sadiq Khan's not doing anything about it. Yeah. All this has happened on that watch, and the government need to clamp down on it. Yeah, I mean, where we're going to be? Anarchy's going to break out if nothing's done. Yeah, I mean, and I don't think police can cope because they ain't got enough police bodies. Yeah, Boris says, oh yeah, I'm making sure that there's 10,000 but we need more than that, Boris. We need at least 50. We need at least 40,000 new police officers around the UK. You know, 40,000 in London and going up. And we even need about 30 or 40,000 in Wakefield new police officers, so they can cope with the influx of all criminality and things like that. And that's what makes people paranoid. You know, it's someone out to get them. In reality, no, they're not. No one's out to get you. It's just that feeling brought on. A lot of Americans do say they're being haunted in Alaska, but there's a term called cabin fever. Paranoia. It is the same thing, more or less the same thing. I'll have to go into it in a later day, but that's my video for today. I hope you like it. I hope you like this original, my original series. Do you believe in the unbelievable and that and things like that? I hope you really do enjoy it. I do try to go into depth, and I try to talk about me as well, but I do try to go into more depth. It took me about 3 weeks to research that. Even though I've got it, I didn't know everything about it, and to get the right information, I had to find it, and I've got it on here, so I've got it on the phone for, So that's took a lot of research as that, and what I do is, I do a lot of research as well. You can't do videos like I'm doing, especially about paranormal, you can't fudge it, because if you do, you're going to get caught out. And this is where I have seen recent channels up on around YouTube, even on Facebook. Oh yeah, well, we're ghost hunting. And I think, you don't know anything about it. You're trying to fudge it, and you can't do that. You cannot fudge it. You know what I mean? You have to do all the research and things like that. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. Even on paranormal activity, I do try. Well, I do the research. It can take weeks and months to do it properly, and things like that. And I have also got experience of it. I've been doing this. I've been investigating paranormal activity since I was 10 since 1976. I was 10 years old in 1976. Since 1976, I've been going that long with it as well. So I do know what I'm on about and things like that. You know what I mean? So I do know what I'm on about, and I've also been brought up with it as well, because my mum was a spiritualist medium and things like that, and I was brought up with it, so I do know. Yeah, I mean, people say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. I do know what I'm talking about, and things like that. You know what I mean? So there you go. It's like Deddy Kakara. He faked it, basically, and got caught out. That's what I mean by fudging it. You can't do that. You've got to be honest with yourself and with others. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is what YouTube's all about. Being honest, having that gentleman's agreement and things like that. And that's what it's all about. Being honest and loyal to your subscribers. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. And that's why I've done this video on paranoia. Being honest with you. Now you know a little bit more about paranoia and what state of mind and things like that. And this lockdown's done no one, it hasn't done anybody any favours whatsoever. In fact, I think it's made a lot of people paranoid, not only including myself, but others out there. But others won't admit to it, they won't talk about it. And the only reason why they won't talk about it is because they could be ashamed of it. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I mean? If you talk, it gets it off your chest, it gets it out your head, and it helps. It helps to calm you down and things like that. And I know that because I've been in that state, and I talk to people and I've calmed down. Yeah, they've calmed me down. They're saying no one out there to get you. Kevin's done it. My mate's done it. He's done it a lot. You know what I mean? And things like that. I'm a lot better now than what I used to be. Well, that's the way things go, and that's how it can work with paranoia. So I hope you've enjoyed this little segment of video. I do like bringing these kind of videos to yourself. There will be more to come on this series, and I will say it. You know, the more ideas I can get off people, the better. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I already know of one subscriber who has given me some more content, which I will be doing. I am now researching that. That will be coming soon. And yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed it and liked it. There will be another video. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow. I think it'll be tomorrow, but there will be another video, and I think that'll be tomorrow. And that's going to be on soft drinks. The history behind it and things. Some history behind it and things like that. And I'll catch you on the next video. If you have liked it, give me a thumbs up. Please like, please subscribe if you're new. It is free to subscribe. Hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Please share the video to other social media like Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And also please share it with your family and friends. And also please comment below. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.